What's going on out there to all my sexual life force energy brethren out there? And there may be a few women who are lurking in the background. Maybe you're listening too. Shout out to you if you are here. Because women have sexual life force energy as well. But this channel is dedicated to the brothers, the men. Okay? If you are a man, you were born a man, this channel is specifically for you. Sexual life force energy. That is the most powerful energy on the face of the earth, outside of the Creator himself, whose name is Yahweh. Some people call him Yah, some people call him Yahuwah, the Most High God, the God of Israel, the God of the Old Testament. Okay? Outside of the God of the Old Testament, the most powerful force on this earth, which is created by the Most High God, by the way, the very strongest force on this earth known to humanity is sexual life force energy. And for the most part, us men, we have not been taught the truth of this substance. This substance is very valuable. This substance is the actual building block of mankind. Without sexual life force energy, humans would not be alive. Your seed, your sperm, contains the DNA of humanity. Every time you ejaculate, every time you bust, 300 million to 400 million sperm cells come out of your penis. Just think about that. Think about that for a second, you guys. That's how powerful the sexual life force energy of a man is. That when you bust, you have that outer body experience and you release in your seed 300 million to 400 million sperms. Those sperms are going like that. You know why they're moving like that? It's because they are alive. That's why they're moving like that. Those sperm cells are filled with life. You know what that means? They have a soul. Believe it or not. If you haven't hit the like button already, I encourage you to do so. If you are not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button right now, okay? And we'll go through this journey together. You're not by yourself. No man is an island, okay? Your sexual life force energy dominates the face of the earth. I want you to look at it like this. Like I said, every time you bust, 300 million to 400 million sperm cells are ejected from your penile gland. Think about it like this. Because see, this is deep. The seed of a man is physical and is spiritual. The fact that those sperms, those 300 million to 400 million sperms in your testicles, the fact that they're going like that lets you know that they are alive already. To be alive, you got to have a soul. As a human being, to be alive, you got to have a soul. Those sperms are in your penis, in your testicles. You are alive and your sperms are alive. That's 300 million, 400 million sperms. That's 300 million, 400 million souls. Why do I keep talking about souls as you're ejecting semen from your penis? Why do I keep mentioning 300 million to 400 million souls? This is why. And before I tell you, I want you to hit the like button. And again, I say, Mike, subscribe to the channel if you're not, Mike. Okay? Subscribe to the channel, Mike, if you're not. Why do I keep talking about 300 million, 400 million souls? Because this is the spiritual side. I'm talking to somebody out there. Right now, somebody out there on this planet, you're watching this video. I don't know what country you in, what state or city. You're watching this video and you have a problem with PMO. That's prawn, masturbation, orgasm. It's a cycle. You watch prawn on the hub. You might be a hubster. You watch prawn on the hub. That's the P. And then you start choking your chicken like it's going out of style. You start spanking your monkey and choking your chicken like you are trying to detach yourself from your body. Beating your monkey, beating your meat like it's going out of style. That's the M in PMO. And then what's the O in PMO? It's when you bust until you can't bust no more. You know that feeling? We keeping it real around here. That feeling where you bust. Ugh. And it can feel incredibly good. That's why so many people out there are what I heard an old pimp say, you cum freaks. A bunch of cum freaks. You're fixated with the feeling and the sensation that you get in your groin when you bust. People are busting every single day, you guys. There's some people out there that cannot go 12 hours without beating their meat or without busting. Whether you're married, have a girlfriend, whatever. Just busting every single day, that is not good for your health, brother. I don't care who you are, how mighty and strong you think you are. At some point, busting every single day is going to catch up to you. You're going to be depleting your brain cells. You're going to be depleting brain matter. You're going to be depleting testosterone, zinc. You're going to be depleting vitamins, minerals, nutrients, all of the things that your body needs to function at a very optimal level. You're going to be extremely lacking in all those areas because you are a cum freak, busting all over the place, busting gallons of nut all over the place, gallons and gallons, dehydrating yourself, taking fluid out of your spine. You know, every time you bust that spine fluid, right? You got to start realizing just one bust, one load of your bust. Just imagine this, right? Be keeping it real around here today. Many of you guys out there all over the world, you got a serious problem with PMO. Busting all over the place. Gallons and gallons. Quarts and pints of nuts you're busting all over the damn place. And somebody somewhere out there can relate to this. You feel like there's no hope. Your confidence at an all-time low. Your brain fog is at an all-time high. Your energy is at an all-time low. Your confidence at an all-time low. Maybe you seem to have a dark cloud floating over your life. You just can't get right. Because you need to go on semen retention and gather yourself. You do that by gathering your nuts, gathering your balls, and holding the line. It's not all about busting nuts. I guarantee you, if you're somebody out there who's been busting and just busting your damn life away, go 7 days without beating your meat. Even if you're married or a wife, go 7 days without busting a nut. And watch the difference that you feel. You're going to feel it. You're going to notice it. In 7 days, no busting. I mean, none. You're going to have more mental clarity. You're going to notice more testosterone. You're going to feel more stronger. You may even notice more muscle. And definitely, if you are exercising and working out in those 7 days, that you fast from busting, you need to go on a nut busting fast. Yeah. Go on a nut busting fast today. And some of you out there, I know that sounds impossible to you because you can't go 12 hours without busting, let alone a whole entire day. I'm telling you, go 7 days without busting. If you're married, go 7 days without busting. You may have a so-called girlfriend. Go 7 days without busting. And you will see how valuable that your nuts are. Because guess what? If you got a wife, if you got a girlfriend, and you've been busting nuts with her every single day, guess where all of your physical and emotional and spiritual energy is going? You're tired and depleted. I bet you your wife or your girlfriend, she's not tired. She's not depleted because she is receiving sexual life force energy from the source, which is the man. Okay? The man is always the leader. Remember that physically, mentally, spiritually, sexually, the man is the leader. Don't you ever forget that. You hold the most purest, rawest form, the most tangible form of sexual life force energy is in your nuts. When you bust, it's in your load. Why do you think women out there want you to bust so much and they want you to bust so bad? There's women out there, if you won't bust, they'll go crazy if you won't bust. And they won't just say, give me your cum, give me your nut. They won't say that, but they will work vigorously to get you to bust. And the bigger load, the more happier they're going to be. The more you bust, the huger your wad or your load. I told you we keeping it real. They're going to love it and they're going to become hooked. So if they're used to getting your cum, even though you are a cum freak as well, because you're busting every day, you're turning your wife, your woman, or whoever into a cum freak. They're used to sucking and draining your sexual life force energy. They're addicted to your nuts. And if you say, I'm not going to bust a nut for 7 days, you're going to see just how much of a fiend your woman is, your wife or your so-called girlfriend. You're going to see how much of a cum freak she is, how much she needs your nuts. She's going to want to suck, pull, and tug on your sexual life force energy until she receives her reward, which is your energy, your load. Imagine this. Imagine you are watching prawn, like many people do. Many of our brothers out there have a problem watching prawn. Please stop watching it. Many of you out there don't even have the patience to watch a 20-minute video, but you got the patience to watch prawn for 6-7 hours straight. There's somebody out there, you woke up at 9 o'clock this morning, and at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you've been watching prawn all that time. That's 8 continuous hours. You see, because your brain has been wired to love prawn and to love masturbation and to love orgasm. Busting. This is serious. And all of that energy that you're giving away focused on busting a nut, you could have been out there exercising, eating healthier, studying nutrition, studying how to work out more effectively so you can lose weight. I was watching a video earlier today. This dude was on YouTube, young dude. This dude was 26 years old. He already threw in the towel, okay? And I can tell, I'm sure he has a PMO problem. He didn't mention it. And I'm not mentioning it to down that guy. I'm saying it because at 26 years old, this dude says never in his life has he ever had a girlfriend. Never in his life has he ever, I don't know if he's ever kissed a girl. He's definitely probably never had relations with a girl or a woman. he's basically already said he knows he's going to be alone forever. He's going to go to his grave, and he's never going to experience love. He's never going to experience a relationship. He's never going to experience anything, because he's also said he was afraid to approach women. He was afraid to step to women because he has been rejected so many times. This dude is only 26 years old, mind you. He's already thrown in the towel. He said because of all the past rejections, all the times that he wanted women and they didn't want him back, all the times that women didn't choose him. And he said it's completely destroyed him, basically. He can't take it anymore. Basically, he's throwing in the towel, 26 years old. And I'm like, wow, I can't imagine thinking like that. And he kept on saying how, he doesn't have any confidence, kept saying how he's not attractive. Here's the thing, you guys. I can guarantee you that brother is not on semen retention, because his self-talk was pathetic. You need to have savage, positive self-talk. A man who is not on retention, a man who is busting and busting every day till he can't bust no more, busting gallons, pints, and quarts of nuts. You're not going to have the proper self-talk. Your self-talk is going to be reflective of who you are. And because you're busting every single day, a man who's busting every single day, even if you only bust one nut a day, that's too many. You should not and you cannot afford to be busting nuts every single day. If you want to bust nuts, if it's that much important to you, and trust me and believe, I understand if it's that important. It's one of the greatest physical feelings that a man can have on earth is busting. Okay? Without busting, I wouldn't be alive if my dad didn't bust. You wouldn't be able to watch this video if your dad didn't bust. So sometimes busting is very necessary. But here's the thing. We've been trained to just bust at will. And people don't have no qualms about it. You guys, people openly, admittedly wear it on their sleeve that they are a habitual meat beater and a habitual nut buster. I've seen guys in the workplace, at work on the clock, watching porn and bragging about it. Yeah, dog, I'm chilling. I'm a real nigga. See, I'm at work watching porn. I actually had a guy say that to me, y'all. I actually had a guy say to me, inside all I could think was, wow, we're at, I like to call it paid slavery, because that's what it is in my eyes. I'm not telling you that you got to think like that. I'm telling you how I think. It's paid slavery. And most high willing, one day I will be able to escape the plantation of the 9-to-5 rat race, because I don't like it. It's not for me. And believe it or not, it's not for you either. The powers that be have fully captured the minds, hearts, and souls of people of earth. And they have made us all think that being a good worker is where it's at. And I'm telling you, that ain't where it's at. But maybe in due time you'll get there. Or maybe you'll just be satisfied with being a worker for life. Maybe you will. I'm not knocking you. But since I don't want to be a worker for life, I decided to take semen retention seriously. And I also decided to take my dreams and my goals and aspirations seriously. And one of my goals is to become financially self-sufficient. So because of that, if you go down in the video description below, I'm going to have a link. I would like you guys to check out what I have to offer. And what I have to offer is a 15,000 channel. It's high definition. I have 15,000 high definition live streaming TV channels like HBO, Showtime, Fox, BET, NBC, local news, NFL, NFL Red Zone. I have them, all of the movie channels. I have all of the sporting events. I have the NFL package, every NFL game. And today is Sunday. I can't wait to watch my Washington Commanders. If you a Washington Commanders fan, go down below in the comment section and let me know you a Commanders fan. What you think we gonna do today, y'all? Also, if you are into NFL football, What team do you root for? Go down in the comment section right now and let me know your favorite team. And also go down in the video description below. Click on the free link. I'm giving a free tour so you can see what this service is that I'm offering to you guys. 15,000 channels of high definition live streaming TV service. We got every football game, every basketball game. And whatever you are paying for cable TV right now, I guarantee you we can beat that price. I guarantee you. But don't take my word for it. Just go right down below in the video description. There's a free tour for you and see if that is for you. You guys, you need to start holding your nuts. Grab your nuts and be a real man. A real man is going to have to be dedicated. A real man is going to have discipline. Okay? A real man is going to have the ability to focus with a clear mind. You can't focus with a clear mind if all you doing is chasing nuts, busting nuts. And think about this. For all the brothers out there that have this big problem that a lot of us have with PMO, let me tell you this. Watching porn is the P. Masturbating, beating your meat, you guys. I know some people out there are going to tell you it's okay to beat your meat. I am not one of those people. Now, okay, look, here's what I'll tell you. Are you going to go to prison? Okay, are you going to go to jail or the correctional facilities for whacking off and beating your meat? No, but you are going to bring upon you certain undesirable situations because there's a two-part prong to everything. You got the physical and the spiritual. The physical is you beating your meat, whacking off like it's going out of style. The spiritual part is of the PMO, when you get to the O part, and you bust. When you bust, 300 million to 400 million sperms come out, and those things are alive. Now, we know for a fact, when you bust, those sperms that come out, they have a very short shelf life if they are not being busted inside of a woman. When that same sperm just comes out and just is exposed to the earthly elements like the oxygen, the light, those sperms will very quickly die down. It won't take that long for them to die. Now remember this, when you are watching porn, you put your mind in a trance, okay? Your body goes in a trance, your spirit goes in a trance when you are watching porn. Porn is satanic and is demonic, believe it or not. You don't have to believe what I'm saying. I'm trying to get you guys to see how serious this is. When you watch porn, the very minute you go on your phone and you pull up porn, or you go on your computer or your laptop or your device, whatever, your iPhone, your Android, start pulling up porn, what you are doing is opening up portals, okay? Thinking about something is one thing, but once you start taking physical action, now you're bringing the spiritual world together with the physical world. You're opening up a portal because porn is satanic. Maybe I'll go deeper into that at some point, but not on this particular video. I'm just letting you know, if you are watching porn, please stop, because it's destroying your brain, it's destroying your body, it's destroying your spirit. It's destroying your natural mechanisms that the Most High God created within you. You're wiping it all away when you watch porn. Then when you start beating, you start moaning, you start convulsing, right? You're watching things that you should not be watching. You're watching porn for Pete's sake. And now you're spanking your chicken or beating off. You are not in your right frame of mind right now. You've opened a portal, watching porn, and only the Most High God knows what kind of porn you are watching. Only God himself knows. It's all kind of porn out here, y'all. And now you beating off. You know what you have done? You have opened up a portal, and what you have done, believe it or not, I'm talking to somebody out there. What you have just done, brother, you have summoned a demon. Yeah, this is real, okay? This is not for play. This is real. Have you ever heard of a succubus? There are many succubus demons out there. That's just a female sexual demon that likes to suck your sexual life force energy, including your nuts. Including when you bust. When you are engaging in PMO, when you get to the O and you bust those, when you are beating off and you getting revved up, you start to feel your body starts going through a metamorphosis. You got your eyes glued to those pixels, that screen on the computer or the TV or your smartphone or your Android. You got your eyes glued to that and you are watching some very unholy activity. Satanic activities, what you're watching. That spiritual filth what you're watching. I've done it myself before too. That's how I know you guys have done it and I'm speaking on it. Most people won't admit that and they won't speak on it. Okay? It's a battle every single day to keep yourself going straight, but you can do it. You got to grab your nuts and stand tall with your back against the wall. You want to get your nuts as full as they possibly can be. When you get your nuts full, you can do some things, gentlemen. You can move mountains when you got full balls. You can move mountains when your nuts are full. Can't make this up, you guys. But when you get to the O in PMO, you're watching the demonic pixels, videos and pictures of very unholy activity, satanic activity, debaucherous, vicious, sexual savagery is what you're beholding. And as you are beating off and watching that on that portal, your TV screen, you have just summoned a demon, a succubus demon. And as you right there watching porn, beating off, you keep rewinding back to your favorite scene. I'm talking to somebody out there. You keep rewinding back to your favorite scene on porn. You getting more hornier and you feel yourself on the verge of busting. You keep rewinding to your favorite scene. You like, yo, look at that. Oh my goodness. And you beating off. Guess what? As you are doing all of that, you have created. Remember now, you done opened up a portal, brothers. I know you might not know this. Nobody ever took the time to tell you. What you've done was open up a portal. And when you open up their portal and you keep on rewinding back to your favorite part, beating off harder and harder, your body starts to convulse. You're having an outer body experience as you are beating off. You're blacking in and out of consciousness. This thing is heavy. And there's a succubus demon right there watching porn with you the whole time. And that succubus demon is like this, rubbing her hands like, yes, yes. That succubus demon is on her knees. You're watching pixels on your phone, on your smartphone, on your TV. You're watching the screen. Somebody is doing only God knows what to somebody. And it is really arousing you. And that succubus demon there on her knees, she's also helping to arouse you. These demons are real. These demons know the human anatomy. You think those demons aren't getting inside of your head? As you rewind that prawn back to your very favorite part, and you're saying to yourself, I love this part. And that succubus demon is on her knees right in front of you with her tongue out and mouth open like this, looking up at you. Just like the lady you looking at on the screen. She's giving some of the best neck you've ever seen on screen. And you just stroking and stroking, stroking, stroking. You like, oh my goodness. And that succubus demon is right on her knees, looking up at you, rubbing her hands. Because you know what she's waiting for? She's waiting for you to bust. Because guess what? When you bust that big nut, and it's going to be a big one too. You've been watching porn for 8 hours straight. I'm talking to somebody out there right now. You've been watching porn for 8 hours straight. And you're going to bust 300 million to 400 million sperm cells. And they all going to be going like that. and you got a succubus demon on her knees like, yes, baby, yes, give me that cum. And when you bust, oh, you're going to bust. You're going to go into ecstasy. You're going to shoot out that nut. Those nuts are going to shoot out with such force because you're so horny and you're so aroused. You're going to shoot that nut out so hard with force. And guess what? When you bust, you're going to make a mess all over the place, right? Now, when you first busted, those sperm cells were going like that because they were alive. They had a soul. But you notice that all that mess you just made is laying right there. But that sperm is now dead. Did you know that? Those 300 million souls that was in there that was going like that, now they just laying there. You know why? Because they don't have a soul anymore. Did you just hear that? My phone just beeped. If you want to know why my phone just beeped, that's something called sound confirmation. Sound confirmation is when somebody makes a statement that is 100% true, that cannot be debunked. Oftentimes in the physical realm, right after somebody makes a 100% true statement, you will hear sound confirmation. It could come in the form of a phone alert, like you just now heard when I made that statement, or it could be a dog might start barking, a train could honk its horn, somebody might slam a car door or slam a house door, somebody might drop a piece of glass and it shatter. Sound confirmation comes in many forms and many signs. But here's the thing that it takes to trigger sound confirmation. Somebody has to make a statement. Doesn't matter who it is. It could be me, you, a total stranger. If that statement is 100% true, sometimes, a lot of times I see it. And now that I'm bringing it to your attention, some of you may begin to see it. Somebody will make a statement, but that statement must be 100% true and cannot be debunked. Oftentimes, right after that, you will hear sound confirmation. Maybe a bird will start chirping. Maybe somebody will let off a gunshot. Maybe you will hear lightning or thunder. Boom! Maybe a dog will start barking, or maybe a phone alert will go off, just like you heard on this video. Okay? That sound confirmation takes place to let you know whoever made that statement is telling the truth. And I made a true statement, and I'll make it again. The PMO, the O in PMO, when you beaten, then you bust. Out of body experience. You start having convulsions. And that succubus demon is right there. When you bust that huge load, 300 million to 400 million souls in your sperm. Because your 300 million to 400 million sperm, they were doing like that. And then after a very short amount of time, after you bust, those sperms, they die. Because they were alive, because they had a soul. I want to let you know, where do you think those souls went to? When your sperm died, okay? And they died while you were engaging in PMO. Demonic, satanic, prawn, and you were masturbating to diabolical, satanic, wicked prawn, and you busted orgasm, a huge load, because you were so excited and worked up watching satanic prawn and summoning a succubus demon. That's another reason why it felt so good and you busted so hard, because that succubus demon was right there. See, you don't notice because she doesn't have physical hands. She got spiritual hands. So as you are beating your meat, that succubus demon probably is right there putting her hands on your D, stroking your D with her spiritual hands. But see, they're not physical hands, so you can't feel it physically. But in the spirit realm, your meat can feel that succubus demon stroking your penis. And then when you are about to bust, she's probably massaging your balls with her mouth open and her tongue out. And as you busted those 300 million to 400 million sperm cells, those sperm cells, the physical part, it went all over the place. You're looking at the mess you just made. Can you hear that phone ringing in the other room? That's called sound confirmation. The physical part of your nut, your sperm, is right in front of you because you just busted. But guess where the spiritual part of your sperm is? Guess where the spiritual part of your seed is? They were moving like that, but now they stopped. Guess why? Because your unborn spiritual seed went into the belly of a demon. That succubus demon is right there on her knees when you're watching prawn and beating your meat. And as you bust, that succubus demon, remember, she's in the spirit realm. Demons can do things that you can't think of. Your spiritual seed, your spiritual nut went all over the place, all over the bed, all over the floor, the sofa, the napkin. Wherever you busting at, that's where your physical nuts went. But your spiritual nut, soon as it came out of the tip of your D, that spiritual succubus demon was right there. And she's a spiritual sucking machine. I'm telling you that your spiritual seed, your 300 million unborn children, soon as they flew out of the tip of your penis, they went directly into the mouth, the throat, and the belly of a demon. And you just heard the phone ring again. You guys, I can't make this up. This is the spiritual part of this that I'm talking about. If somebody is watching this video and you saw sound confirmation in this video just now, and the other times too, but you definitely saw it just now. If you saw sound confirmation in this video, I want you to go down below in the comment section and type in sound confirmation. I heard the phone stuff, the phone ringing, the phone alerts. It was all sound confirmation. It went down multiple times in this video, letting you know that what? Everything I told you guys is true. And I would not come on here and lie to you because the Most High God would take my life if I did that to you. I have a spiritual channel, okay, a biblical channel, where the Most High God allowed me to have that YouTube channel monetized. All praises to the Most High God. And I know that me being on semen retention had a lot to do with that. Semen retention opens the doors to blessings. If there's anybody out there who's interested in my other channel, my spiritual channel, where we focus on biblical principles, primarily the Old Testament only, because I don't believe in Christ. I don't believe in the only begotten Son of God, Jesus. I'm not a fan of that guy. Don't believe in that guy. I believe in the Almighty Creator, the God of the Old Testament. And I have a spiritual channel based on that. If there's any of you brothers out there who would like the link to that channel, all you got to do is go down in the comment section and say, hey, bruh, drop the link to that channel, and I got you. And also, anybody out there is a fan of football, or you just are a fan of saving money on your cable TV, go in the video description down below. I got a link for you to take the free tour. I got 15,000 high definition live streaming TV channels, and we got all football games, and we got it for a low, low price. Don't take my word. Click on the link. It says free tour. Take the free tour. I'm your brother. I'm your man. I'm out.